Hey everyone, welcome back to Paul's Model Works, and today I am actually doing a feature video on a friend's model. This is my friend Ryan's model, and I used to work with him, so we're pretty close. He builds models. Guy's not on YouTube. I'm trying to get him on YouTube, but he won't do it. So anyway, but I figured I would feature his model because this is a pretty sweet build, very unique, and which you guys will see here in a minute why it's so unique. But this is what we call Plum Crazy, and it is very, very crazy. So starting out here, I'll just tell you guys a little bit about it. You can see that the paint is like a metallic paint, and that is called Plum Metallic. It's a duplicolor paint, and it is like I think a two-stage paint is what he said it was. And so it's very nice. I mean, if you get it out in the sun, you can really start to see some of the metallic inside of it, especially. It shows up really well on the back quarter panel here and everything. But it's a really, really sweet paint job. Did very good. Did a lot of bare metal foil on this, so this is all bare metal foil around the windows and everything. Let me just show you around the car a little bit. There is the front. Got a black wash on the grill. And then we have the other side. And then there is the back. Very good looking. Now these wheels, I know you guys can tell that these are obviously not stock Camaro wheels. And there's a reason for that. This is, I guess you'd say, more of like a track vehicle. These wheels are actually from the Revell Acura kit, and they fit really nice. I would have thought they would have been a little small, but they fit really nice on the Camaro. And then I don't know how well you guys can actually see back inside of the wheel, but there's disc brakes in there. Those were another parts box piece that I think came from a Revell Civic kit. So they look very nice though, you know, for being more of like a tuner style of wheel. It actually fits the Camaro very nice, and gives it a really aggressive look. Of course, the suspension has been lowered, as you guys can see, and looks really good. Let's go ahead and just show you guys what's lurking underneath the hood. Now you can see that obviously the hood's not sitting down totally flat. There's a reason for that. It's not a mistake. It's because the beast that lies underneath is kind of special. So let me show you what's there. And here is the reason why this thing is called Plum Crazy. As you can tell, that is not a stock Camaro motor. That is not even actually a domestic motor. That is the motor from a 3000 GT VR4. Now, if you guys know what that is, that's a pretty sweet, sweet car. And not only is this just the motor out of that, but this whole Camaro has been converted into a four-wheel drive setup just like the VR4. And you can see that it's turbocharged. Right here we've got our turbo, and then there's our blow-off valve, and all of the plumbing has been done. There's a lot of bare metal foil actually on this motor. Ryan did a lot of bare metal foil on the plumbing, and a few different things on there as well. You can see that it's been wired, which looks really good. Now, one thing you'll notice here is that the radiator has been moved actually to the outside of the front firewall, and the reason for that is because it would not fit in there with the motor. The way that the drive shaft fits and everything, and the way that front suspension lines up there, you can see that it forces that motor to sit a little bit farther forward. So that's been moved up. And then right down in front of the radiator here, there's an intercooler. And all of the piping has been ran all the way back on both sides here. So you can see right down in there, there is some of your intercooler piping. And then also right here, you can see some, which runs right to the intake manifold. So, like I said, there's a lot of bare metal foil in here, and on all of that piping and everything looks really good. Some good detail painting going on there. And so did a really cool job. And when he told me about this build and what he was doing, I was like, oh, that's sweet, man. And couldn't wait to see it. And so then we decided to just feature it and show all of you guys, because it's very unique. I think he's probably the first person I have ever seen do this conversion. Probably in real life and in a model. So very cool. Now I'm going to show you guys what the bottom looks like. Alright, you guys can see here is the bottom. And that's a little bit different than a Camaro bottom. First of all, the first thing you're going to notice is you can see right here all of the front drivetrain there running to both the front wheels. The front suspension has been customized to make that work. And so this is a dual turbo setup, so you can kind of see here, you know, you got your turbo in the front and your turbo in the back. And then if you look at the rear end, that is actually the Camaro rear end. So what he did is he made his own custom drive shaft, because he had to lengthen the drive shaft to make it fit. So we've got the Camaro rear end, and then a totally custom front suspension. And then of course your exhaust, single back into your dual. Which is the way that like the 3000 GT VR4 would have it set up. And then of course there's your detail painting, you've got your brake lines and your fuel lines. And so he did just a really good job on this. The bottom looks really clean. Really like the suspension work in the front, came out really nice. And the cool thing is, like, you could actually see this thing being a real conversion maybe. Maybe someone will get an idea and actually do it. That would be sweet. So anyway, and of course we've got more bare metal foil on the bottom here, and it just looks really nice. Alright, well that's pretty much all of the small details that I wanted to share with you guys. There's one more thing that I do want to tell you about though, which is also makes this kit very cool, is that this is a salvage kit. This was an old kit that he had built, well the Camaro part was, an old kit that he had built. And so he salvaged it, pulled it from the parts box, and the motor, the wheels, the suspension, all that stuff is all parts box stuff that he just rebuilt and made work for this kit. So it's kind of cool, you know, when people salvage old stuff, old kits, give them a new life, and I think it turned out really good. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of Ryan Weber's work with you guys. Like I said at the beginning, hopefully I can get him on YouTube and you guys can see more of his stuff on there. But this is his Plum Crazy VR4 Camaro. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates, and I'll talk to y'all later.